Welcome to day 4 of the Live Your Best Life Transformation Week. I'm so glad that you made it to day 4. You're officially halfway through, and I'm hoping that you did well on the exercises on clarity from yesterday. That's an important thing to do in order to be able to achieve your goals. And so today we're going to be talking about putting yourself first, because in order for us to achieve our goals this year, we have to be putting ourselves first. And so what does that look like? It looks like you putting your needs before you meet the needs of others. It's taking care of your physical and mental health before you take care of the physical and mental health of others. It's creating boundaries around your time and limitations. Thus, you're teaching other people how to be there for themselves. Now, some of you may say to me, well, what if I have a baby, or what if I have a child, or what if I have a person, an elderly parent, or somebody that I'm taking care of? How can I be there for myself? And how do I put myself before them? And the answer that I have to that is this. Let's talk about how we do the safety demonstration when we're flying. The flight attendant does a safety demonstration, and every single time when they talk about if there's a change in the cabin pressure and you need oxygen and the oxygen masks fall down, they always say, if you're traveling with a small child, to administer the oxygen on yourself before you administer the oxygen on the small child. Why do they say that? They say that because if you give oxygen to the small child and you don't have oxygen, that small child can't help you. And then you can't help them. And then the end has come. So this putting yourself first is for you to think about in a realistic and rational way. Putting yourself first means taking care of yourself. Putting yourself first means you taking care of your mental health, or you resting, or you nourishing yourself before you go and give that time to others. It's not saying don't be there for others. It's saying make sure you're good before you go and give that time to others. Why is it important to put yourself first? Well, for you to actually be there for other people, if that's what you're worried about is not being there for people, you have to be at your best. How can you be there for people when you're sick in the bed? How can you be there for people when you're stressed out? You may be there for them, but you're half-heartedly and half-assedly doing it. Maybe you're not in the greatest mood because you haven't been taking care of yourself. Therefore, while you're being there for that person, you're cussing them out, or you're having bad thoughts about them. So that's one reason. Another reason is that you fall out of alignment with yourself. And what does that mean? And what does falling out of alignment with yourself means? It means that you're ill. It means that you're low on energy. It means that you're overspending. You're like highly in debt. You're burnt out. You're feeling resentment. That's what it looks like. And so how do you put yourself first? You put yourself first by scheduling it. Believe it or not, that's what I do. Like how do I put myself first? I work out. I schedule my workouts. My workouts are in the morning. I look early on in the week and say, these are the days I'm gonna work out. How else do I put myself first? I schedule massages every now and then. How else do I put myself first? I schedule time to watch my favorite show, or I schedule time to go for a walk. So you schedule it. And the second way you can do that is if somebody comes and asks you for something, instead of committing to it right then, you pause and say, let me check in to see what my responsibilities are, what my commitments are, and I will get back to you. There is no rule on this planet that says that you need to tell somebody that you can commit to them right in that moment. You need to check in with yourself first. Because if you commit to it and then you go back, then you piss the person off. And at the end of the day, we don't want to make people mad, which is why we're always giving our time away. But you will make the person mad if you don't check, if you say yes and then you come back and say, oh, I don't feel like doing it. The other thing is when you are putting yourself, another way to put yourself first is have an awareness of when you're out of alignment. When are you feeling bad? When is your stomach hurting you? Or when are you overly tired? Or when are you feeling exhaustion? Those are all signals that you're not putting yourself first. And when that happens, light bulb goes off. I need to be there for me. I need to take a nap. I need to unplug. I need to go for a walk. I need to get these people out of my face. That's what you have to do and that's what you have to do to put yourself first. The reality is that it's hard to set boundaries because people's feelings will get hurt. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. When you start putting up boundaries, people's feelings will get hurt. Let their feelings get hurt. Whose feelings are more important, yours or theirs? And if you say that their feelings are more important, then there's your answer. You have decided that you're going to put other people's feelings before yours. And what will that leave you? It'll leave you out of alignment, depressed, pissed off, and sick, because that is not how we have been created as humans, is to put other people first and meet other needs, people's needs first. We meet ours first, and then we give to others. That's just how it works. So before we go into today's lesson, ask yourselves the following questions. Am I out of alignment? And who in my life do I need to reset boundaries with? So that's our talk for today. Tomorrow we'll be talking about upscaling and learning as a means to living our best life. Don't forget to do the activity and let me know how your week is going and how these activities, how you're reflecting on these activities. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again for tuning in. See you tomorrow for day 5.